I'd assume the public side's got to be Dodgers.
What's bigger?
Alex, you're from
Think
north of the
about
border
that.
up
How
in
many teams are
Canada.
better? What side is Japan on?
I feel as though those in
watching it,
Vancouver
too.
have a rooting interest in the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I
a lot
think
of
so.
Yeah, I mean, it's, they got
I know the East
Yamamoto,
Coast
they got
Canada's rooting for
Otani.
the
What
Blue
do you
Jays.
do here?
Hot call.
Where I'm from.
How good is Yamamoto, too?
He's so good.
I raised
Weissman
pot.
rooting for a king.
This is,
The
by the
others
way,
are
a little
14.
bit
Wow.
loose out of Tollerene. Ace 10, 9, 7 with a bad suit with 3 hearts in it. And I like the squeeze from Blesnik off of his stack
Take it.
size.
Take it all.
Crossbook and all, take it.
And versus someone as wide as Blesnik off of this stack size, I think Dylan's just going to, yeah. His hand's just too good.
Helping to usher
Thank you.
Tollerene's hand into the muck. He says repot,
don't like that.
ensures that the
Hope
remains of
whoever wins, come on,
Blesnik's
go.
stack gets in there.
Oh, I'm a
19K
favorite.
to be exact, and we are off to the races for 168K and 100K bullet, which hangs in the balance for Blez. He
I am
seems
the
thrilled.
favorite.
He seems to like
I
it.
don't think so.
I'm like 52%. You have an ace?
Yeah.
You don't.
I think he's 52.
I had two
Somewhat
aces.
demoralizing from
did?
Tollerene, who says, I
Open-ender,
had an
though.
ace.
Hey, maybe.
Things could be worse, though, for
No,
the
I'm definitely a
Blez.
favorite.
Open ender, backdoor spades could still hit one of those
I
remaining
don't
aces.
lose on this table, by the way, just so you know. You're not going to win. I'm probably going to turn you dead, too. That's the funny thing. It's not a
well,
good card.
Deuce of clubs is certainly not a
May
turn
run
your
them,
dead
man.
kind of card.
6, jack, or an ace.
Bad
Blez with
situation.
I'm still a
11
favorite.
actual
Keith,
outs.
It's a bad
Keith, you
situation
don't
for
get it. You just don't get it.
It's a very bad situation.
There's
You
no
don't get
way
it.
Jared loses his hand.
Told you. Bad situation.
Oopsie.
Again,
Again.
I don't get it.
Lotus with ace, queen, jack 10.
Okay, those cards did not scan. And we see that Schulman here, off of this short stack, does choose to just go with ace, king, 10, 9, which makes a lot of sense to me.
Performing pretty well here against Lonus's exact hand. Both with Broadway rundown sort of kit, sharing the ace and 10. Lonus calling again with ace, queen, jack 10.
Wow,
Queen, queen, jack, a boat, no waiting
it's a good
for
flop.
Lonus. And Schulman with the Broadway wrap, granted no hearts out there.
Yeah, I think just as Schulman, you just stick it in. You would do that with a lot of aces and kings combos as well.
Yeah, playing just 40% pot. Will stick in the final 40.5. And
You're just...
Jesse shows him the bad news.
No.
GG's issued already, as there is no path to victory for Schulman.
Yeah, not even a backdoor straight flush draw or something like that.
Pretty demoralizing to find yourself with 0 sweat and now with 0 chips as Lonus vanquishes the Hall of Famer. Looking up. Cards yet to scan. There it was. Looked like queens. 8-7 tray and a couple of diamonds here.
Decent hand for Lonus to consider stabbing here. He's got a diamond in his hand, open ender to the nuts, and then also those 2 9s, meaning he can bluff some of the cards that don't make him a straight but could make him a straight. The 5, the 10. Does elect just to check. Again, you do have to be a little bit more careful in these 4-way pots with how liberally you stab, so I think that hand could have gone either way. Raphael's got 2 pair, but he can't be loving it just with how many other players are in the pot. He probably feels like his hand is best a lot, but he doesn't have a lot of rivers he can value bet if he were to bet here. So let's see if he chooses to take a stab or not. I think it's kind of reasonable. You do, in some ways, you want to clean up equity. You want to get gutters out of there right away, get some weak flush draws out of there perhaps.
So sure enough, in comes the 8K as he finds the best hand, courtesy of that deuce. Lonis is going to find the call, courtesy of that open-ender and the nines. Note that he could counterfeit with a 7 or a tray.
Very awkward spot for Tollerene given the price is so good.
And yet he's going to find the overcall here.
Yeah. I think versus a bigger bet, Tollerene will be out of there for sure, but that price was good, and the price certainly allowed Jesse to realize his equity with the 10-9 and get there.
Note that Raphael has improved to Jackson 8s, though. Let's see whether that impacts his willingness to barrel once more. It does feel like some 10-9s lurking.
Yeah. I think with no 10 or 9 in your hand, even though he's improved to Jackson 8s, it's a little bit too thin to try to go for value and a little bit too likely somebody has 10-9.
He
And let's
agrees.
see what size Lonis goes with here. He has an additional 9, which you'd actually rather not have in the sense that you want your opponent to have 2 pair with a 9 or a 10 blocker, so you want to leave those available in other people's hands.
Yeah. One of those situations where your hand kind of skews you more to a downsized value bet.
He
And
does
yet-
just go for full
Yeah.
pot, which is reasonable. Again, it's a spot where he is going to be polarized. And for Raphael, he needs to think about what the available bluffs are for Lonis. Probably the bluffs are going to contain at least one 9 or a 10. How many of those combos peel the turn? You know, his bet was so small on the turn, perhaps he finds a lot of them, and he does make the call.
I think you got the sense that Jesse might be sitting on some busted diamonds or any of those other straight draws that were not 9-10. Play free online poker with Maria Ho this Wednesday on Play Poker Go. Hit the 10K gold, no gamble, no future sit and goes. Play with Maria and double your prize. Plus, play a single hand to get entered to win a dream seat into the PGT $1 Million Championship. Download the Play Poker Go app for free today at playpokergo.com.
Say the number.
Content to limp
We
with
do on the overs every time.
3 Broadway cards and spades.
on
Yaki wagging a finger with double suited aces here. Up we go to 18.
Not even close the first 2 times. The first 3 times actually wasn't even close.
Alex making the investment. Ace 9-6. Case Needle on board here. Foxen has queen high spades along with the ace. Of course, it's cooked as it stands versus top set.
Yeah, I think just a clear call here from Foxen. You don't really want to start shoveling a ton of money in right now with this hand.
Sure enough, he check calls the 20. Queen on the turn. Now he's made top 2.
Yeah, this could be big trouble for Alex Foxen. I know that one of the hands Yaki's representing, of course, raising out of the big blind, is that set of aces. But with the spades backup, knowing that even if he runs up against it, he's still got outs. If Yaki makes a big bet here, I could see Foxen certainly just moving all in. And Yaki could have his share of semi-bluffs, too, that Foxen actually has in bad shape.
50 into 82. Foxen, of course, with heaps of hand right now, but I guess some of the issue with the raise is when we have aces and queens and the spades, other than maybe an overly ambitious straight wrap of some sort, what are we, what are we really targeting?
Yeah, you're kind of saying that at this point the pot is really big. Your opponent could have a combo draw. Maybe you deny a little bit of equity, but at the same time, and he does just go for it.
Yeah. And you can sympathize with the decision, Alex.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, all the blocker effects on Earth unable to prevent the revelation of top set across the way, and the issues are immediate for Alex Foxen, who needs to find a spade in a hurry.
And not the 9 of spades.
8 outs one time. Can Foxen haul in this over $500,000 and keep his seat. Only the stub knows the answer. Here it comes. And there he goes.
Good game, William.
Foxen absorbed by Yaki, who already had a mountain of chips, and now working his way up to that 7-figure threshold to keep Jesse Lonis company elsewhere in the field, as Foxen will no longer keep said field company eliminated with top 2.
Nice hand,
Yeah,
B.
big pickup there for Bryce.
Not gonna ruin it.
So
Pretty good hands here from everybody.
Yeah. Checking it back. Serviceable kit all around. 5-way affair. 7-5 deuce with clubs.
2 pair for
Nobody.
Foxen.
Set for
Set
Yuka
for Yuka, yeah.
Yeah, nobody has the flush draw.
Gino with a gutter ball.
Foxen 7s and deuces plus kings, but content to knuckle.
Yeah, it's a little tricky 5 ways. Your 7s and deuces can be ahead right now, but very difficult to continue betting across a lot of runouts. For Yuka, however, I think with the set of 5s and the 7 to go with them, he's got to feel very good about his hand, and it's much more durable than Foxen's holding.
Yeah, I think you want to charge a price to take a peek at a turn here with that particular hand. You actually don't like having the 7 insofar as it makes it more challenging to fill up, but it does also block a set of
equity
sets.
against you the vast majority of the
Early
time.
20.
But
Early 20.
he likes his price. He does have that king of
Like,
clubs
seriously,
working.
early 20s, yeah.
You were 18, right?
4 clubs on the turn.
18, right?
Neither player thrilled with this development. No, Yuka does pick up a wheel draw.
I think it was 20.
As a bluffing card, and of course in this case, it's not the nut flush he blocks, but facing check back it might as well be.
They had a great policy
Wow.
back in the day. The
Deuce
only
on the
time you
end,
ever
and
got
this
IDs
is
was when you cashed out
awful
chips.
Big
for
trouble.
Walk up
Foxen.
and buy chips.
So you'll be left scratching your temple in the face
Yeah.
of that raise.
And just to note, this is one of the problems with calling with top and bottom pair in a 5-way pot, is that a lot of the times, you are going to be up against some of those stronger value hands that have you in really bad shape.
39. Not greedy sizing out of Foxen. Wants to retain some of the hand composition that would have checked back the turn after having bet the flop for Yoni. And instead, here comes a strange raise to 215. Foxen doesn't make a meal of it and gets shown the best hand, which will leave him on just 84,000 and leave Yuka climbing further up the leaderboard here at this feature.
Yeah, nice pickup there for Yokomainen.
You can throw some frosting on this cake.
10 seconds.
And as Haxton, if you are ever going to limp fold any hands facing this inevitable pot from Foxen, this could be one of them with a player behind you. You've got bad relative position. Meaning that Foxen's going to pot a lot of flops and Haxton will have a decision to make with Ream still behind him. But Haxton's a little sticky when he starts putting chips in the pot, so let's see what he comes with.
Yeah, there's the adhesion. And obviously Haxton's call does make the price sweeter for Chino, who can close the action for the extra 32. Better than 3-1 lay. In he comes. Foxen doing pretty well against the boys here.
Ream dominated, even though it looks like a pretty good flop for his hand.
Time starts. 10 seconds.
Call 20.
Ike choosing
William.
to flat.
You can see Ream saying, really, perhaps thinking that it's pretty likely one of those players has his flush draw dominated and his hand isn't as good as it
That's
looks.
20, right?
That is 20.
Foxen with just 118 behind. Ream covers both parties.
Ream does have position.
Yeah,
Just
keeps it
too much
kosher.
hand, yeah, to fold at this point.
Three players.
Boy, a 5 would be weird.
All in.
He does move in.
Undaunted by the presence of the 4-liner. I mean, you're not getting rid of a 6-high straight here. Obviously, you'll have outs to the flush, but do you prefer the check and see?
Well, it's
Or-
interesting because how many combos of those straights do his opponents have? He does block the wheel. Is it 6-5? Would 6-5 have already raised the flop some of the time? But yeah, it's tricky because when you get called in 2 spots and you get not hearts, it's like, what do they have, right?
Dude, I know this fucking one didn't feel good. What do you got? How much?
Chino grabbing ice
Yeah.
chips.
That can't be good. That can't be good.
262.
No, you're not good. You're right, Chino. You could hit a 6
Yeah.
or a 5. Excuse me, 5, no good.
Yeah, no good in the heart department. No good
Just
with
ace
2
five
pair.
With hearts?
And Foxen with
Ace
1
and
pair.
five. Set of 4s.
No good either.
If you don't flop that set, I snap Richard William. Yeah, you didn't like seeing my shit.
Referring, of course, to the idea that hearts were revealed.
Rubbing salt in the wounds.
He killed one out.
10 actual outs for Foxen.
Ace or a heart.
And that ain't one of them, as Ike ends up with a 7-high
one.
straight.
No, he's got a 7-high straight.
And that's going to be it for Alex Foxen. Bullet number 2,
shot.
polished
It was worth a
off
shot.
late in the evening here
it was
on
worth
day
a shot.
1. Play free online poker with Maria Ho this Wednesday on Play Poker Go. Hit the 10K gold, no gamble, no future sit and goes. Play with Maria and double your prize. Plus, play a single hand to get entered to win a dream seat into the PGT $1 Million Championship. Download the Play Poker Go app for free today at playpokergo.com.